Okay, Tallis TV. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the resurrection of Tallis TV, how it came about. So, what is Tallis TV? Well, the show was launched in autumn 2007. Prior to the launch, some professionals from Ravensbourne came to Tallis and helped the students and the teachers develop their software and equipment. It informs, educates and entertains like students. That's the motto of Tallis TV, which is also the ethos of the BBC. That's why we're quite similar. We're trying to get the same kind of feeling. The former shows focused on extracurricular activities. And these included sports clubs and art clubs, and all sorts of creative aspects, which is good because Tallis is a creative college. It also helps with the reputation that Tallis has with the hearing impaired. This is good because Tallis has quite a large hearing impaired community, so it will be discriminating if they didn't get to enjoy the show as well as other students. The show did begin with some promising episodes, but due to a lack of publicity and viewers, it lost popularity.
Some of the strengths include that the episode had a brilliant support system as the teachers assisted the students behind the scenes to ensure nothing went wrong. It also boosted the student morale and confidence as they were constantly engaging in activities with others. It was amazing for teachers and students because they learned valuable management skills that will be needed in the future. These skills include teamwork, responsibility, confidence, time management, ICT skills, communication, and some of the weaknesses were that it lacked a strong publicity unit. As a result of this, the intended audience were unaware of the benefits of the TV. Opportunities, it had room to grow because due to the possibility that the new school brought in terms of the new students and new ideas. But once Tallis TV is finally up and running to a semi-professional level, other schools will gain inspiration from the show, causing them to start their own TV-based series. This is sure to bring new links to the school, therefore making it a large community around Greenwich. Threats. The only threat that would be probably Tallis TV. The group would fail to commit themselves, meaning the whole show would just die. Target audience. We're looking to target 10 to 16-year-olds. We understand that it will be difficult trying to reach those in the sixth form because it would violate some of the codes of conduct. We plan to mass advertise it with posters everywhere to mass endorse the logo so people know that Tallis TV is about.
Content layout. So our content layout works in two ways. It starts with a news report and the features. The news report kind of narrates the whole story. It is the, let's say, the spinal cord of the show. So here are some features we've decided on. Untied Talent. We shot this in last year, February, but it was for a Tallis TV episode that was never put on air. So we just can tell you what it's about. Untied Talent is an interview-based feature. It interviews other students and people around the Tallis community that have great talents, but people don't really know about it. Showcase like musicians, artists, dramas, people that read, people that anything really, and it shows some of the recent pieces. Inside Tallis is basically it's a summary of some of the features we're having. So we're going to have the fashion show, we're going to have sports days. We're also going to have like what tallis is about, if you get what I mean. Because from our primary research, we understand that most students want to know what else tallis offers, and it's important for those who are looking to come tallis to see what tallis can offer to them. This is a fun section of our episode. It's film recommendations, because if you go online and look around the social networking websites, Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc., every night people always asking, oh, what film can I watch? Oh, what film's good out there, guys? Come and tell me something. And we thought it'd be great. It was a great chance to get more viewers. So they say, oh yeah, tallis TV. They often say some pretty good films. Yeah, something different. Memories of the leavers. Here's a new section we're gonna have, because every year we have year 11s and year 13s leaving, and it would be good for them to do a video blog about their memories they're gonna have at tallis when they leave. Here is a test job we've done. Eric, come up with volume.
Our next episode will be about tallis leavers, focusing on year 11s and year 13s, and they'll be talking about their memories, goals they achieved, and what they'll cherish forever.
Memories of tallis.
Memory of the old school.
Memories of tallis.
Like, probably football team, losing a lot, winning a lot.
He's tripping over on the course.
The graffiti in old school.
And the teachers and friends you make.
But here it would be all the new technology. That's what I'm going to be explaining about tallis.
Here's just a short snippet of something in an hour or so. Another feature is outside tallis. So another thing due to our primary research was that most kids want to know what else is out there, because tallis itself is a community, but they also need to go out and know what else is out there for them. So the news that will affect them in a couple of years, that's what we feature in there. Competition or contest, because there's a lot of competitions for students that students don't really know about, such as photography competitions, running, etc., etc. And we also have some news about universities and how the future is affected by the choices our government makes. And we think our shows are fit for purpose because it targets a secondary school age, and our features are integrated and built from what these people have said and what they wanted. And we believe this viable because within the school it tells us. Moreover, we believe our features are viable because they appeal to our target audience. It informs them and gives them a sense of what tallis TV can offer them and what the whole tallis community can give to them. Moreover, it increases viewers because let's face it, tallis TV is not really up there. Primary research. We conducted a questionnaire, and it wasn't surprising to see that no one's ever heard of tallis TV. Only 2%, so that's not really. That's how we plan to change that. And we also asked some questions about what can make tallis TV more interesting. And obviously we have some year 8s and year 7s, year 8s that like ninjas, but we're not going to include ninjas. I know a couple guys, but you know. And people, we did a quick recce on what students thought about our features. And inside tallis and outside tallis were most sought after. So we thought we know that we got to do really well with these, so we keep our audience. And we also did another question about the favorite department in the school, and as you can see, language and science seems to be most young years' favourites, and PE. And we also asked them what would they want to see as well, and they say that I want to see how everyone feels about tallis. So that's where we're gonna show. That's where inside tallis is gonna kick in, and we're gonna help our target audience understand more about tallis and more that tallis can offer them. And stylistic approach.
With the features we have, chosen, we decided the possibility to use a decent pace to keep our audience attached. For example, the pace of this video that I'm about to show, it has a very high pace of background music. This keeps the audience engaged and has a consistent flow.
Play with some pivot, man.
Warning.
T-Rod. I'm on some shit that ain't even at the ass yet, bitch. Fuck you. I say hush, little baby, gotta lay my Mac down.
So obviously you saw the cuts, the way the music integrates, and obviously it keeps you. It makes you want to look. Okay, what's this about? And that's what we thought the old Tallis TV didn't have.
Okay. So the contact sheet, we'll use this to keep contact with everyone and keep our mobile phone numbers, emails. I've also used social network sites like Twitter, Facebook to broaden the contacts. And our budget, this is basically a sheet which helps us see how much everything will cost. So we can keep on top of that as well.
And in the real world, we understand that an episode is gonna cost 9.7K. Which is interesting because we're in school and we understand, and just gives us a board outside. So when we leave school and we try to do something like this, we have to find 9.7K somewhere for 7 days. And our requirements. So here's what we're gonna need for the episode to work. We're gonna need 2 Canon 550Ds. We've chosen to use these cameras because me and Eric have experience with these cameras as we use them every week, and we understand the in and outs. And 2 cameras, so 2 cameras, for instance, when we shoot a sports tech piece on Friday, we understand we're going to need a motion camera, so one catching facial expressions, one catching our feet, and the other one on the tripod catching the whole thing.
Static shots.
Static. We have a mic component. We looked around to our school technician, and we've seen the possibility of some mic components that can help improve our sound when we do interviews outside. And we heard, but we also looked into some of our outside links we have, and we decided to go with a Rode mic, which is a great, quick, easy resource that sticks on the Canon and does brilliant sound quality. 3 MacBooks, 1, 2, 3. So 2 of us will be on editing, and our other person will be on the post-production, lead work, and research. What else to do? Lastly, we need broadcast studio space for when we do our interviews, our formal ones, so for the fashion show and for the memories of the leaders, so that we have a consistent lighting and the pixel quality is great. And that's it, lads. Thank you for listening. Any questions?